Hi, Sandra Champlain here, author of We Don't Die, A Skeptic's Discovery of Life After Death. Can I have a serious conversation with you here today? It's why I wrote the book. Now, I know by the title you think life after death, and while certainly I have the evidence that we go on, that this life isn't all there is, the real reason I wrote this book is about grief. When my dad died, the fights within my family were horrific. In fact, so bad that it tore my family apart. I have not spoken with my siblings, my nieces and nephews since then. And I was on a mission to find out what happens to people, normally good, wonderful people, that we all become these kind of lunatics and communication ends. And I found out that in a year's time, there's almost 500,000 families that come apart when a loved one dies. And I wasn't happy with this because I know the pain of losing my father, but you know what really hurts is to lose the relationships of people that are still alive. So when I did my research about grief, I found that an area of our brain shuts down while we're grieving. And that area of our brain handles our perception, our communication, and our memory. So let me give you an example. You and your brother might be talking about a subject, and if you're both grieving, you both may be handling and storing the information a different way. So you might be seeing one picture, your brother might be seeing another, and nobody's wrong, but the brain just can't handle the information that's going in correctly. So our memory becomes off and fights occur. Now, it dawned on me that I'm not the only person that's not seen a loved one in a long time due to grief. And by writing my book, We Don't Die, A Skeptic's Discovery of Life After Death, I have a friend that says putting the medicine in with the dessert. I want to educate people what grief is, why it hurts so bad, what we can do to go through grief faster with less pain and keeping our relationships whole. So grief and grief education is something I dedicate a chapter on. And of course, I deliver the goods. And I know that in a year's time, there's also 1 million suicides worldwide because of grief. So that is a little sneak peek at the Sandra behind the scenes that really does want to impact people's lives. And yes, I want you to believe your loved ones who have passed are still around. I give you evidence that they are. I give you evidence that you can have an incredible life. But also, I want you to have a great life with relationships that work and no more fighting and feuds. And when somebody does pass away, work together to move through it as opposed to coming apart. I'm Sandra Champlain. You can find me at sandrachamplain.com. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me today. Have a great day.